I took my friend out for a celebrationary drink, right? And I was like this. Congratulations! And he went, 3 fucking kids! 3 fucking kids! I told you I was broke. I told you I had money. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. 3 fucking kids! I wanted 1 kid, maybe 2 kids. But no, Jim fucking Jeffries comes along and goes, get the fucking eggs out of here. You come and 3 fucking kids! And I'm giving him bullshit advice because I don't know what to say in this moment. So I'm like, love will find a way. That is a lie. John Lennon was full of shit. Love is not all you need. Love is so low on the list of shit you need. It's nice to have, but it's not fucking necessary, love. So anyway, look, this is what I do for a living. I make light of dark situations. If I upset anybody by this story, I'm sorry. I'm just saying it how it is. I had 3 little girls. They had them 3 months premature because when you have triplets, there's not a lot of space. That's the basic fucking science of it, right? And so they're little tiny things just holding on to life. And me and Kate went down to the hospital every day and just to look at these. Anyway, to cut a long story, one of the little girls after 2 weeks doesn't make it. And I remember looking at my friend and going, I hope you didn't use your favourite name. Anyway, so it's just what happened. I'm sorry. So our friends are white trash. I didn't mention that. And they called the kids Hope, Destiny, and Miracle. Oh, fucking Americans, right? Hope, Destiny. How do I say this? There is no destiny in this world. After these 2, I'm making light of a horrible situation. Me and Kate had cried our eyes out. And as we were leaving the hospital, because my girlfriend is, what do you call it? Dumb. And as we got in the car, she went, I'm so glad they called that little girl Miracle. And I'm like driving out, and I go, Miracle's a stupid fucking name. And she goes, Jim, every baby's a miracle. I said, no, we're stuck in fucking traffic right now. Look at all the fucking miracles in my way. I can't get home for fucking miracles. I said, it's not a miracle. The doctor pulled the eggs out of her. The husband came in the cup. The doctor made the cummy eggs and then the doctor shoved it back into her. That baby should be called Science. One more. Just leave it in the wind. Just leave it in the wind, right? Now, this is the thing about when you get someone pregnant that you don't know very well. Often you're not on the same page when it comes to parenting. So I'm laying in bed with Kate and I'm watching the TV and you know in the news at the moment it's all about vaccination. I've got to say Australia's doing a fantastic job with how they're trying to bring in, you don't vaccinate your kids, you won't get benefit. People are like, oh, fuck. I might fucking have to vaccinate my fucking kid. Turns out they can't just fucking live off birdie beetles. So anyway, I'm laying in bed, we're watching the thing about vaccination, and I turned to Kate and I said, you know what, these fucking people who don't vaccinate their kids, they are a fucking plague. And And then Kate went, Hank's not vaccinated. And I went, you fucking what? Because she does all the day-to-day stuff with him. I said, I thought you got him fucking vaccinated. She goes, no, we're not vaccinating him. I said, why the fuck are we not going to vaccinate him? She goes, because it leads to autism. I said, there is no evidence. There is zero evidence of that. That is just made up. She goes, but Jenny McCarthy. I said, don't say fucking Jenny McCarthy. Because Jenny McCarthy's a playmate. And I don't get my medical advice from fucking playmates. And she said, but Jenny McCarthy's kid's autistic. And I went, is he? Is he really? Or is he just fucking Jenny McCarthy's kid? Did we expect this cunt to be a member of Mensa? So anyway, we fought, and then Kate started bringing out these arguments. She goes, look, no one gets scarlet fever or polio or smallpox. And I went, my mother had polio. And she went, did she? And I said, this is a weird thing. Gunda can work polio into any conversation. She'll be sitting in dinner with my mum and she'll go, oh, maybe I will have some chocolate cake. Because I couldn't when I was young. I had polio. She really does polio. I should tell you about that. Anyway, then Kate gave this argument. It's a lot of the anti-vaccination people give the argument. Kate said, if all the other children are vaccinated, they can't get diseases, therefore Hank can't get a disease, therefore Hank's safe. And you know what? Hank is 50% her, 50% me. I can't win every fight. And plus, I just gave up. So Hank wasn't getting vaccinated. Now, this is a year ago, and Hank was one, and we were doing season 2 of Legit, right? We're filming Legit, and they did an insurance physical on me. Now, when you're filming a TV show, you know when you go to a physical, it's like 15, and they check your cholesterol, and they check all that type of bullshit, make you fucking check your blood pressure. No, an insurance physical is a mental test, a physical test, because they were insuring me for $8 million. The production shut down because I just lost my shit. Right? They were insured to have me covered. So it's like 3 hours, I'm on a treadmill and all that kind of stuff. And I'm all puffing and stuff like. And the lady, you know when you get off a treadmill and a doctor looks at you like, how old are you again? And I get off and I'm all puffed out. And I said to the doctor, I just slipped it in. I went, hey, it's not important to vaccinate kids these days, is it? She didn't even look up from her pad. She went, only if you want them to live. And I went, are you serious? And she goes, let me put it this way, Mr. Jeffries, I would not let my child play with an unimmunised child. And I thought, that's all the fucking information I need. Right? So what I did was, unbeknown to Kate, behind her back, I booked Hank in with the doctor to get all of his vaccinations on one day, which the doctor said they didn't recommend, but I'm a busy guy. And so I come home knowing that we're about to have fight of the century. So I walk in the house like, fucking fights on. And Kate's there and she goes, how are you, honey? And I go, I'll tell you how the fuck I am. I'm taking Hank to get vaccinated and there's nothing you can do about it. She said, no, he'll become autistic. And I picked Hank up. And you know, kids super attached to their mums. He's like, Mummy! And I'm like, your mum can't fucking help me. Right? I go out to the driveway, Kate's an actress, she's making a big scene. She's like, George. I throw Hank in the fucking car. And the neighbours are all coming out. I go, get back in your fucking house! Mind your own fucking business. Fuck off! Kate's slapping at me. I speed away. Kate's just so melodramatic. She's on her knees just screaming, fine! But if he becomes autistic, it's on you! And I thought, would she consider that a win? She came home one day and Hank's counting fucking toothpicks, which she go, oh, look what Daddy did. Anyway. So, I get all of his shots in one day. I bring him home. Not the same fucking kid. I fucking kid up. Like he used to be a real lively kid. Now he's like this autistic blob. And I'm like this. Fuck. I'm like, this kid's fucked. I used to do this thing where I threw a ball at him and he caught it like he was in the slips. And now he's just like... fuck. Kate's gonna notice this. And I didn't want Kate to see. So I just strapped Hank to my chest and a baby grew and he's just hanging on. And every time Kate walked by, I tried to make him look more lively, like, come here, right now. And I thought, I can't keep this up for years. Fuck. And I didn't sleep for 3 days, and my brain was on a loop, but I couldn't turn it off. And I was just like, yeah, okay, your kid's autistic, it's all your fault. 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 And I just, my brain was locked in on. So I go, after 3 days of not sleeping or anything, my brain is being on a fucking loop. I go and see the doctor to get the physical results from my physical test, and Hank's sitting there and he's just, oh my God. And the nurse, the doctor, she walks in and she goes, and how are we today, Mr. Jeffries? I said, not fucking good, you fucked this kid up, this is a good fucking, you told me to get fucking injections and now look, this used to be a good kid, but this fucking shit kid now. You broke my fucking kid. And she went, okay, slow down. I said, I'm not going to slow down. I'm not going to slow down because I haven't slept. And my brain's on a loop and I can't turn it off. My brain's just going, your kid's autistic, it's all your fault. Your kid's autistic, it's all your fault. She looks at my chart and she goes, now, you know you have a tendency to overreact because you're on the spectrum. And I said, what, when? She goes, you know how you have little empathy for others and you don't make eye contact? She goes, I told you not to let Hank get all of his shots at once. He'll be okay in a couple of days. This is completely normal. And it was. In a couple of days, Hank was back to himself and there's nothing wrong with him, but it turns out that I'm autistic. I never knew I was autistic. I always thought I was quirky. It's good that I don't work with others. Kate's obsessed with Hank's penis. It's a big thing. She's never had a penis. I'm all penised up. I know. But when he pissed, he started doing stand-up pisses and his piss was going off all over the place. She goes, something, his penis is crooked, his piss goes off to the side. I said, no, that's a good penis. He hasn't corrected it yet. And then I showed her, I stood in front of the toilet, I just pissed. It's going everywhere, he just needs to learn how to direct his little penis. And I said, I'll show you, and he stood over the potty, and I went, look. Okay, out of the bowl, in the bowl. Out of the bowl, in the bowl. Out of the bowl, in the bowl. And his face in the bowl, out of the bowl. And I said, that's a good fucking penis, eh? Anyway, she didn't believe me. And I go away to do a few days gigs. And I was travelling around doing some gigs. And I come home and I turn my laptop on. And there's over 200 searches for baby dicks. And I logged on and I thought, that can't be, that's not me, right? I hardly ever search for baby dicks.